Friends, Brian here from Middle Age Mind and Muscle, and what the hell am I doing? 50 years old, for God's sakes. Okay, I wanted to do a reading your comments video on my video I did a while ago about why some people can't eat clean. Because, you know, this channel, it ain't about me, it's about you, because without you, the viewers, the people that comment, like, not like, you know, death threats, where would this channel be? What would, you know, like, it just wouldn't exist. It'd be like a nothingness. So this video, why some people can't eat clean, is a very, very personal, very painful video to make and to discuss, but it's my insight onto myself, why I struggled with food and food addiction my whole life. And I think it resonated with a few of you, and it's hopefully helped some people out. And I also want to put in here, folks, when I make my videos, you're always going to have haters. You're always going to have, you know, people either in your life or in your past that are watching your videos and just not liking what you're saying. And I don't know why people do that, then don't watch it, but it is what it is. I am who I am, said Popeye the Sailor Man, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. That's all I can say. But this video here, why some people can't eat clean, I want to go through the comments. A lot of people commented on it, and let's check it out. Okay, so we had John Landon, 2440. Good channel, 52, lifting since I was 14. Keep it up. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it. All right. At Bondurant, this is a really good video, man. I really appreciate that very much. I try the best I can. At GDoggy EM2XC, I'm glad I found your channel. You're highly inspiring. Okay, I actually replied to that one. Thank you. Means a lot. At Ron9901, not a subscriber, never seen your videos. I don't blame you. This was the first one I happened onto. I've got 15 years on you. I'm 65. You're 100% spot on this one. Excellent video, young man. U.S. Marine Corps. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you for your service. My good friend, Alex Lifts, 1971. Go check out Alex's channel. Great message, man. Casted this to the TV and the wife liked the content. I respond to that one. That means a lot, Alex. And, yeah, thank you. At Benji Vlog 7567, great video. You just earned my sub. Thank you so much, Benji. I really appreciate that. At Spooky Lunchable 5249, first time here, Julian from Trailer Park Boys. Oh, that was on the cover. You know, being from Canada, that's a very popular show, and I've never watched it. I can kind of recognize the guy with the big glasses and the funny eyes, but I never watched that show. It's kind of funny, but I believe it's a Canadian show, isn't it? Hannah Muncie, 6599. Thank you. Very welcome. Appreciate it. You know, again, I just want to say, you know, someone who's struggled with my weight and food addiction throughout my adult life and even a little bit in my teenage years. You know, when I make comments, when I talk about examples, it's not to hurt people. It's not to put anyone down. It's just to say we all need to wake up about a lot of things when it comes to health, the food industry, the food we're eating, our healthcare systems, our own sense of self-responsibility. And, you know, it's not going to be a message for everybody. And, you know, I understand that that's not going to be for everybody, but I mean well. Very important. Hannah, I hope my video helped you. Tall Man Jude, my good friend. 100% as usual. I mentioned it that most people only have to look forward to happy hour and food. That is why even successful people end up fat. They reward themselves constantly with food. Yes, there is truth to that. I know. It's cope. I found for myself it's best to balance so I can have super clean days and cheat days. Best of both worlds. Life's I've been this early in the year in over 20 plus years. That's awesome. I don't have to say no to shit. I just have to say no that day. Most people need balance, even though it means balancing extremes of super clean cheat. Crazy that the only drama I get in life is on YouTube. Okay, so we're talking about his channel. He's got a good channel too. Check it out. But hey, drama on here sells, I'm told. I just need better trolls with better reach. But in real life, drama free and loving it. People who get drama in real life tend to turn to food, drink, etc. So yeah, cleaning up life definitely helps. A lot of it is understanding your relationship with food. My relationship with food now is, you know, again, we're doing really well at 50 years old to get in the best shape of my life. I started at 340. I was a mess. Again, I don't want to get into all that backstory. But we're 270 now, but my God, my body composition is different. A lot of people turn to food all the time. I have a lot of people I know, a lot of friends of mine, and sometimes we'll keep in touch on social media, Instagram or whatever. I'm not a big Facebook fan. Had another lesson recently on why I'm not a fan of Facebook. So me and Facebook have parted ways. But I've kept in touch with a lot of even my gym friends over the years. And a lot of them struggle with food. So a lot of them, they're like, man, I can get to the gym. I can work out. That's not a problem. But they struggle with the food. And for me, the struggling with food, it just gets old, and I'm like, okay, so now when I get tempted to eat a bad food, which I don't really anymore, I'm hoping this programming settles in of just the clean eating or whatever. I'll just tell myself, I'll just say, hey, I'll remind myself of all the years that I could, or all the times in my life where I could eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and as much as I wanted. And, and we can rationalize excuses and say, hey, yeah, I've had a tough week. I deserve this treat, or I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. But in the end, it's always the same result. And you're sitting there on the couch, done with your bag of chips and dip. You drank your pop, you ate your dessert, your Netflix show is over, and you feel like shit. And you're like, man, I got to do something. What do I do? So I just think of all the times that I could allowed myself to have whatever I want. But I also think, too, sometimes it depends on people's perspectives too. Like you'll hear a lot of crazy stuff. People say, oh man, I'm going to Cuba in 3 months or 2 months. I got to lose 30 pounds so I can look good in a bathing suit or look okay on the beach. It's like, it doesn't work that way, man. It doesn't work that way. So if it's a lifestyle change, it's important to maybe have one cheat meal a week. Okay. And I find even as the more time goes by now, even with our cheat meals, we're very, calculating with it. So I've done a video in detail about it, about the commandments of the cheat meal. But what we'll do is say, okay, when we have a cheat meal, usually it'd be a good burger place. Up here, there's a number of different burger places. I will say Five Guys is a popular one with us. We'll go have a cheeseburger, split a small fry, have a big old Diet Coke. But we tend to do it earlier in the day. Usually it's on a rest day. Our body can use the extra calories from all the hard training. But we don't just, eat it and then sit on the couch and watch TV. We'll eat it and then we'll go to a mall or something and just walk around. And we make sure that we're busy for the next several hours. Another thing that we do like to eat too, this is more me, is the sushi thing, okay? I didn't get it about sushi. Like, I don't have a lot of my high-level bodybuilding friends saying, oh, cheat day, sushi, oh, you can eat sushi. I'd be like, really? You're going to eat some fish and rice? Like, what the hell is that? But then once I got into it, I like sushi. I've been to some good sushi restaurants that are good. Now, again, I am kind of thrifty, my friends. So the restaurants can get expensive. But at a couple of the supermarkets, the higher-end supermarkets up here in Canada, there's a brand, is it Bento Sushi or whatever? I like the salmon or tuna ones or the shrimp ones. I want to make sure I'm getting some protein in it too. I love my sushi. But we never have desserts. If you really need a dessert, there's some different protein type desserts that you can get that still are good. But like with some of the products they have out now, like you can get at bodybuilding supplement stores and stuff for like little desserts or treats like that actually have some protein in it and not much sugar. Like they're pretty good now. Why would you turn to a chocolate bar or something like that? So our cheat meal never includes sweets. But I think for a lot of people, I've even recently had some old gym friends of mine reach out to me and we're talking, but they say, hey man, like my training's going pretty good, but I can't, I'm just struggling with food. And I just say, you got to sit down, have a painfully hard look at yourself and think, like, what is my deal with food? Like, really, let's go back. When did I start getting into the food thing? Or when did I start putting on the weight? Like, did I have something happen? Did I have something traumatic happen? Did I go through a breakup? Was I in an abusive relationship? Like what, did my, you got to figure yourself out with food and you got to spend time on it. And it's painful. It's hard, but you got to do what you got to do. Thank you, Tall Man Jude. YYXXNN. The food, especially in places like America, is so insanely addictive with all the crap scientifically added for the taste that once I did a serious bulk, I found it extremely hard to stop eating again. Yes. And, again, we can refer to Super Size Me, the Morgan Spurlock documentary. There's a lot of interesting stuff in that, which is true. And it's not just with the one restaurant, my friends. It took months of slowly lowering the calories, which gave me a new respect for obese people. Being that hungry all the time being hungry all the time is brutal. Yes, it's very true. And great comment. Survival lifter, friend of mine. He's having some struggles with sugar, but my friend, do the best you can to get off that shit, man. It'll kill you. Okay? It's comfort for me. Yes, it's been comfort for me many times in my life. It's the one thing that never walked out on me or let me down, but it is the one thing that is really killing you. Slowly but surely, it is sucking the life out of you and your body. And that concerns me, my friend. I want the best for you. And when you're craving stuff, have something healthier. Fill your body full of nutritious food. And hopefully the cravings go away for you. Okay? Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for those comments. And, I thought it was a good video. It got, a decent amount of views. And I hope it helps some of you out there. So we will have another reading your comments video again coming soon. Thank you again so much, guys, for the likes, the shares, the commenting. And for those of you that take that extra step, burn half a calorie and click subscribe, it means a lot. Remember, this is my therapy.